that's also an option. But how about option two? Well, option D. Okay, then option.
The craziest thing that happened to you while babysitting. When I was 16, I decided to babysit for my mom's friends while they went out and partied. So I went to their house and looked over the 27th grades. They were both boys, and I just told them just to not do anything crazy so I didn't have to tell their mom. Well, see, they told me to enjoy.
Option D, Sam and Colby got played by the Conjuring staff.
Yeah. Which would be pretty massive too. Yeah.
Well, it would be easy for them to rig the house, but also
that's the thing though, how they rig the other outside and stuff.
But we can't answer that question until we watch the rest of the series, because there might be repeating stuff that we experienced that they also experienced, or people that they talk to that we also talk to, which would make this whole thing more interesting. I think the whole thing is a big question. I personally, I came back and I told Gabby, I believe Sam and Colby.
You've seen more haunted videos than anyone on the internet, probably.
I can smell, when people are bullshitting on YouTube, and it's really cringe, and I was 100% into this video, just engaged. I'm like, guys, you have to watch this shit. I told Gabby this, I said, Gabby, don't watch the Sam and Colby video alone, because you're gonna freak out and get scared, because Gabby was home alone when I was in Florida with you guys, and Gabby watched it, and I was like, you're fucking great. Horror stuff. I was like, I couldn't sleep that night thinking, I'm being watched right now. I actually paranoid that much. I was in Trish's house, right? And it's that room that I was sleeping in. And I remember waking up and seeing the shadow that was casted of the
Keep up, bro. Sure, you're keep up, bro.
It was casted up on the ceiling. Shadow, right? And I was like, oh, it's just a shadow. I thought I had it. There's someone watching me right now. There's people all around me. I just can't hear them. Right? And so the next thing Gabby told me when I told her that, I was like, I'm terrified of knowing that people hear you. I think this is comforting for me, knowing that it just solidifies that there's something after.
Yeah. We're jerking off, and it gets weird. Let's give it what everyone is saying.
I think we're doing it up to me.
Perfect opportunity for us now. Between options A and C, which is stick with
We're starting off this 4-part episode series with us believing that we are in option B right now. The next episode, no one else besides me has watched. So we're going to watch it together. I may even bring Gabby in here to watch as well, because she hasn't seen it, and just kind of get everyone's reaction to it, because I think this is a really important series to talk about, and it's not just us being XQC fiends.
No, we have we had so many experiences at this house that they're at. I feel like we actually have pretty valuable input, whether it's supporting or contrasting from what they're doing.
We're not just stealing Sam and Colby's content. We love Sam and Colby, and they're fucking awesome. And
we're going to talk to them to do some stuff, hopefully in the future.
Hopefully, crossing fingers, we can make it happen. But we definitely supportive of what they do, and I think they're fucking crushing their shit with the horror content. They're the fucking kings, and
we're coming for you, bitch. No, I'm joking.
Molly, you should message them.
I'm texting Colby right now asking if he can call, because I'm gonna ask him some questions about this shit, dude.
No way, we're gonna have a Colby interview.
Yo, you watching that fake ass video? You really bought this shit? How are you, boys? What's up, man? How you doing? Good to finally talk to you.
It's good to meet you guys.
Good to meet you guys. Well, you as well. Excited for the future collab. Congratulations on the success of everything. You guys fucking smashed it. Appreciate it, guys. It's been crazy.
Yeah, when we stayed there, it was like, we stayed there and then we see a tweet from you guys talking about your series coming out later, and Josh is like, holy look, there's no way. We just literally left this place and they're also doing it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It seems like everybody and their mothers did sponsoring this Halloween for sure.
You guys copied us. We know. We were there, and then the tweet comes out the next day.
Yeah, definitely.
We got a roll
we
in our
did it
team.
first.
Yeah, the stick is really good.
We're reacting to the Conjuring series and talking about like our similarities to our own experiences on the channel. So we thought it'd be cool just to like ask you guys and look, you know, we can cut anything out, but is it real? Is it really, really real?
Dude, that's now the first time.
On like everything.
On my life.
Dude.
I hate that you're saying this, man. I fucking hate that you're saying that it's real.
You don't know the implications of it if it's real, man. That's it means my grandpa's been watching me jerk off for 30 years. Like, if everyone's with us,
Everyone's seen us do everything.
Me, Josh, and Juicy watched the first episode together, and we had an entire 5-hour discussion on it afterwards. Like, we stayed up just talking about like what this means, and we've come to the consensus that you guys might be the first people to ever tweet "This video will change everything" and actually mean it, because it actually does. If you think about like the stuff you guys discovered and the thing you guys we've only seen up to the first episode, right? But even that is like you can dissect it in any way possible, and it's fucking mind blowing.
Life changing, bro. But like, after experiencing that, we were like, wait a second. This might be the most insane thing anyone's ever seen on the entire face of the internet ever. Like, if this is real, like, holy shit.
I seen so many trailers of you crying, and I was like, why the f is he crying? And then when your grandmother got spelled out, I was like, holy, bro.
It completely changed, like, everything right in an instant. Like, you can see my entire worldview just change. Like, boom.
Yeah, because we were sitting here and we were like, we've been through the same experience with the house, and it's not like you go there and the first thing you talk to the caretakers about is like your dead relatives or anything like that, right? So like, how would they have known?
Exactly.
And Josh was like, probably someone under like in the basement with a broom, just like hitting the floor. Coming at it like skeptics, right? But by the end of the episode, I was like,
I love that you guys did everything you could to try and disprove it as well.
yeah, that was good.
That's huge. Me and Josh and Juicy were thinking, okay, look, this is there's two options here, boys. Like, this is either.
This video leads to two options.
There's only two options here, boys. Like, option A, either Sam and Colby are the greatest scam artists on the internet, which, and option B means this is real.
It means that two YouTubers are going down in history as like the biggest discovery of humankind. Which both options are fucking crazy. That's my issue.
Because
Both
if
of
you
them
guys
are
have
very
like
upsetting.
pulled upon an actual legitimate way for that people can communicate with past relatives or whatever.
The government's coming after you.
They'll be building statues of you guys.
It's Dude, no, that night we went outside and we're like, yo, okay, so whatever they can't hear us, let's just chat in our car or whatever like that. We were like talking to each other for a couple hours, and then we just looked at each other at the end of the night and we're like,
Better get with our own experts. Optimize your bandwidth down to more speed. Lower storage with gaming trusted. Trade in and upgrade your charge clock. We'll be fresh with our 24-hour delivery service. Zero minutes off the galaxy.
Complex. But with Lucid, you can collaborate from anywhere. Get aligned,
I think we're gonna change the world.
You guys must have chills waiting for this video to drop. Absolute chills. You guys both look like everyone for like a month or two footage. Like I'm sitting on this, man. I know how like good it feels to have like the video. Like I can't wait for everyone to see it, but this must have been eating this up this time.
Well, we were afraid of like overhyping it too. Like, you know, in the past, we were still go for real. Watch.
You guys were telling you sold it and you delivered it.
Subtitles I've seen.
dropping. Like, what is about to happen the entire time?
And we have to like leave it on the cut.
Yeah.
To edit it.
You know what's strange though is like when we went to the house, we also checked to see if the thing was rigged. It's like they had stuff set up like the lighting flickering or you know little things spinning around.
There's not much space to like hide shit. It's like an old house. You go from one floor to the next, and you can see through the cracks on your story. Apartment thing.
Yeah. So that's where like the skeptic in me kind of like started kind of firing off, right? And my thought was like, okay, there's obviously a way for them to communicate and like have
Yeah, who would have guessed that something called I'm bored is boring
with us, right? There's obviously a way for that to happen because you can hear the knocks, right? You guys said you could feel the vibrations, correct?
Yes. 1,000%.
So then does that mean that there's something in the physical world that they're interacting with in order for those sounds to come through? Do you guys think, or what was it like?
It's super strange because the way they described it, which I don't know how Cody and Tori never asked this question before in the past, but like we were asking the spirit, like, what are you doing on the other side? Because we thought they were just like hitting something or stopping on something, but they described it as using their entire being or energy to like move as fast as the wind and break the sound barrier between like the spiritual
So this is obviously something you guys answer in a different episode. Is that right? Because this wasn't.
Yeah,
wasn't in the first. Okay. So
Some of the questions we had. Like,
we had some questions, but we didn't want to spoil anything yet. One of the boys said, if they're knocking stuff in real life, why didn't you just go to a beach and see like the sand move? But what you just explained makes more sense, and I guess like that's something you explain later. Okay.
That means it's even crazier though, because every time they would do like a knock, and so like the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that was them knocking like their whole presence every single time. Every time.
So, yeah, the way they described it is they're breaking an energy barrier. I don't know what that really entails, but like the physical manifestation on our side is the vibration and the sound. So that's
okay, we'll find out when we die. We're doing us on the other side. Yeah.
I can't wait to be on the other side and just like whip it really hard.
Man, I'm gonna burn so many calories to get skinny enough on it. One last thing that I want to ask, and if you guys answered this in a future episode, don't answer now. But the other thing that Josh and Juicy and I were talking about, it's like, okay, yes, there is this emotional impact of being able to talk to spirits on the other side. But did you guys think of the questions or ask these questions in a later at a later time, such as like, what's it like in the afterlife? Where are you now?
Everything.
You have the opportunity to be able to ask those questions, to communicate those.
They
That
did
would
the
be
same
first
dive.
thing I would want to ask, you know?
Yeah, like, so day one, we were obviously just in shock. So we're great questions, but because we were there for a whole week, we were able to kind of like, process a little bit, of writing down better and better questions. And so, like throughout the series,
They're frozen! That's the spirit! That's the spirit!
You said too much.
Oh, you're back!
Oh, he's back.
God,
They're
they
back.
didn't get you! That's the spirit! That's the spirit!
process a little bit, start writing down better and better questions. So, like throughout the series,
They're frozen! Ghost, that's the spirit! That's the spirit!
You said too much.
Oh, you're back!
Oh, he's back.
God,
They're
they
back.
didn't get you! Holy
We thought you said too much.
You started talking too much! The ghost was fucking whipping your internet!
Wait.
Question, what did I just end on before it cut out?
You didn't say really anything. You started explaining and then it froze.
What? Don't drag us into this shit, man. Don't drag us into this shit.
Holy shit! That's the way something happened. You guys will understand this second.
Okay. So basically, we're not allowed. We're not allowed to say certain things, and like Coaches and Story are not allowed to tell the public stuff. And so multiple times in the past, when we get too close to telling the world certain things that we aren't supposed to say, it cuts off on cameras, and that just happens.
We were about to explain what we just were telling you about and cut the stream off.
Oh no, dude.
What the?
Okay, that is very coincidental, man.
Wait,
You know,
hold
the
up,
weird
man.
thing is,
You
you guys-
are fucking with us right now.
You guys had
Seriously?
you guys had the like the best quality camera in like connection possible, and then it just went to shit.
And then as soon as we come back in, it's perfectly fine again.
Yeah. What the? Oh my god!
You guys
dude.
were just about to start explaining things about my questions, and the camera cuts off.
Man, you can't make this shit up, dude.
That is.
I think we're for this collab. Oh, also, speaking of that, wasn't it when we were at the house? Didn't the camera say it stopped recording, right?
We almost lost all of our footage. Almost.
One of our SD cards, it said it was corrupted, and then we managed to recover it.
Saved
the
it.
same thing happened.
As it happened, one of the ghosts said, "Hold on, I'll fix it."
Yes!
This method.
Yes, we were using the spirit box, and the ghost said, "Hold on, I'll fix it," and then we got the footage back there.
And then like Kevin was like looking at the camera, he's like, something's wrong. This is all stopped, and then we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Our cameras were freaking out the entire time they were turning off and on and everything, but what's really crazy is while we were editing this, luckily we backed it up like 100 times because we thought of how crazy this video is. I've had 3 hard drives wiped completely during my editing process.
No!
Oh
Luckily,
man.
all the motherfuckers backed up, but like I've never had that happen in 7 years of editing. It happened 3 times.
This is
Because
Crazy.
if we really found what we found, then like you're right, the feds would be answered.
You be careful, man. There's some religious fanatics that were like, yeah.
I was about to say, how crazy would it be? You would shake the world's economy in like everything.
Oh yeah, by the way, here's what God
you're
really
ending
is.
religion, dude. You're disproving
Literally.
religion here. Like,
How will my priest afford his gold spinning ribs on his jet ski?
That's right. What?
What? Doesn't even make sense. What are you?
His jet ski?
The spirit that we talked to said that like we can, whatever we captured on camera and put on YouTube is okay for the world to see, but what they told us off camera we just cannot tell anybody. And so when we were about to go into that,
You're the ghost NDA. You're the fucking spirit NDA, dude.
we're just so curious and so overwhelmed by this whole thing, and I just can't wait. We can't wait to watch the rest of this. So, yeah, man, this is wild.
Thanks for jumping on with us, guys.
Yeah,
Definitely, it completely has changed our perspective and our whole lives and what we think about every single day for the last 3 months.
Well, after talking to you guys, like right now, I think I'm a believer.
Especially after what
Option
just
B,
happened.
baby. I think we're gonna go back and we're gonna watch the second episode now. So thank you so much for jumping on with us.
Please don't strike us for watching your video.
You know what? At least we don't have to play our band.
we're gonna wait until we get over a million views.
And also, good fences. I heard there's really cool tools in Rashtown. That's right.
Did you go to Spencer's? Turn around and
You go ahead and you're already fucking doing nothing. How long have you? How long did you Professor Pink? No! Professor Pink, how long were you in VC? How long were you in
That's right. That's right. Okay, thanks for watching. Adios, amigos. Adios. Welcome back.
What Eddie meant to say was welcome back.
The last episode was very insane, and not to mention the call that we had with Sam Colby was also very insane. Remember, this series is us trying to compare our experiences.
Yep, back to
Up the fireplace. They said that she stands behind it. That was the tour guide saying that some people have spotted her, and he himself said he's seen it.
Yeah, it's the first crossover. I think the woman's mind is definitely something that we were made aware of as soon as we got there, pretty much.
It's like shaking paranormal 16 hours ago right here. It's very soft for us. Preparation is key. You're finding nobody brings it. That's where safety culture comes in. For sure that. It's not as much, but it's and with the new sign,
Is there anybody in here who would like to talk to us?
So the window that Sam is standing directly next to is where we heard the knocks come.
And that's also the window that the medium points to that there's a soldier that she's seen.
Right. Also, as well, in the first episode, Colby walks into the kitchen. He says, "I feel safest in here," which is definitely. They don't say like anything like that, but I feel like that's how we all felt as well. You walk in the kitchen, it's like, I feel good here.
This is our main hub. This is Crystal Zero. Not like the one in New York, but the same type of thing.
Yeah,
The kitchen's like the typewriter room in Resident Evil.
what was that? On chair almost. Yesterday.
I don't even know if it was on camera. Scary stairwell.
The stairwell is so dangerous.
You need a stairwell ever.
It was funny when I'm like sitting there with a broken collarbone and I almost fell down. Remember that?
wait, pause for a second. Don't you also think it's weird that it's John Marston and Abigail in the game?
Oh, yeah, because... window, I'm like, I hate that window. No, I try not to look, but then I'm like,
This is also where I was spinning the stairs in that room. Yeah.
Oh my god, bro!
I scared 2 out of the 3 of you in that room.
yeah, fuck you.
When you get a digital mailbox from iPostal One, you get not only an impressive, real physical street address that you can use to register your business, but also the most
Fuck you.
My name is Andrea Perry, and I am the author of the true story behind the film The Conjuring.
They interviewed the lady who lived there. She's the one who
man.
experienced. She's the one who saw her mom fly across the couch.
Jesus Christ, dude.
She's the one who lived there through the experiences,
She
dude.
looks like a ghost.
Of the true story behind the film The Conjuring. I've also described that place at The Conjuring as a portal cleverly disguised as a farmhouse. There is much activity, numerous spirits that come and go, or they stay quietly in the wings until they're ready to show themselves.
The seance.
The night of the seance, my mother was attacked at the invitation of a medium that Lorraine Warren brought to the house insisting that my mother was oppressed. My mother was attacked at the table during a seance that went so horribly wrong that she almost lost her life. Cindy and I witnessed it. My sister Christine was directly above the room where it happened. She heard everything, and my baby sister April was hiding. It is the most traumatizing event of my entire life, and it's hard still.
Man, that's amazing.
Because just describing it really supplants me back into the hallway, right up into the front hallway, is where Cindy and I stood and watched the tragedy.
Take word on.
charge of the Conjuring house, he might be sticking it into a dead soldier's butthole.
This battle was fought due to indigenous tribes. Battles were fought to overcome this fallen. This is the problem. This was very likely that the soldiers were buried here with those people. And even if anonymous investigations would confirm that there are soldiers here, they most likely returned here. The soldiers are still here.
I do believe that we know the full history of what actually happened here. No man guess that there was not a ship swim was twice or soil. Not important.
Yeah, what's your plan ahead?
Sometimes it can be feeling how somebody here passed away, how somebody here felt such
so much activity last year. It was so college specifically to you, so I'm excited to see if that happens back.
Now, it's worth saying right now, we were explicitly told not to do any seances. That's what they're about to do. They told us specifically, do not try and contact or like do any seances.
I think the more specific verbiage they used was not invite anything in, or like do not open any portals.
Don't open anything. They specifically said seance.
Oh right, yeah. Do not try any seance. Yeah, they did say that as well.
I'll attack first, I guess. Their method that they do absolutely blew our minds. It's probably going to change the world. This is by far the most clear communication theatrical you've ever captured on camera. Easily, they're willing to fill this out for longer. Basically, what happens is when they touch, spirits from all over into the room.
Guardian Story have done this with other people. They've done it for the original Conjuring people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They said they've been doing it for a while, and they discovered it like when they met.
That's wild. So they actually have been making use of their power.
They've been doing it in private, from what it sounds like. Yeah. It's something that once you discover, I think it would be something that you really would be skeptical to try and show to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Because then, now that it is out there, like, think about it now, like, Satori and Cody are probably getting bombarded with people trying to, like, get them on.
Yeah, their Instagram's blowing up.
Walking up to see the friend contact made between mortals and spirits.
Is that the first time you've seen something like that as well? Is that the first time we've been to it?
Yeah, but Cody and Satori are completely in a league of their own. I've never seen anything that remotely like what they are able to do. And when all the ravages happened started, she's like, okay, come this for Andre. What is it called? Words. It was 4 tabs, so 4 words. And then they spelled out this like,
She's like crying. You can see it had the picture. She's like crying.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Oh, this is the security cameras from
See, they got security cam footage.
That's pretty wild. Holy shit. They get so much activity, man.
Dude, we need to get our hands on this equipment. This is fucking crazy. So it's the same thing as the motion sensor one, but it actually lights up around so you can see which direction they're in, like where they are.
What the? They're not even moving in. Oh my god. What the? That turns off? They feel that.
Oh, you hear him? You hear that?
Stairs.
What the?
So much, I appreciate that. Can you do that 3 more times just to confirm for me? 1, 2,
Loud one.
3. Thank you so much.
Okay, so in the background, as this is happening, watch the medium, watch Amanda the medium, because she's writing stuff on the pad. And
Yeah, I was
this is why, like, I think that even she is also believable in what she does, because what she's doing is she's writing the stuff that Cody and Satori are about to say before they say it.
Talk to you this evening.
She knows who it is.
Multiple people here. Yeah. Somebody over there, I hear them.
Oh, can we camera set up? What the? Yeah, we're definitely going to step up our horror investigations after this. Yeah.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see what she asked?
It's the lawyer. It's the lawyer. No. She's the medium's already pointing. Okay. Yes, Sam and Colby would just pick up any like hack off the side of the road.
So it seems that when you hear like the tapping like that, it's like that's their way of saying we want to talk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they should.
But
Like,
they explain,
okay, it's time for
that's
the
what they explain
alphabet.
in the first episode is when they get like happy feet, they want to talk.
Glad you're here too. Kids running around. Yeah, it sounds like me.
What was it? She had it written down before they even explained it. Did you see that? She showed Colby. She showed Sam already.
sister.
There's a outside. That's horrible.
This is crazy to me, dude.
This is ridiculous, man. This is taking the piss, dude. Okay, hold on. How are you about to say, like...
He says right here. Like further away, and then it's coming up this thing. What the hell? This is what option B looks like, boys. If we're doing if this is option B, this is what it looks like. This is, at this point in time, I feel like it's a little bit less believable because it just seems too. The sound effects are too like instant. Well, I don't know. Well, hold on. If we accept that option B is real, then that means that this is possible. Yes, that is true.
Sam and Colby told us themselves in the last episode that the knocking isn't footsteps. They said it's
someone coming through and breaking
actively
the
trying
sound barrier.
So unless I mean, I guess it is viable that the spirits are trying to show themselves walking out by just doing it as they leave. But
Like
it
to
doesn't
make their
actually,
presence known in that way.
yeah, but they told us it wasn't footsteps.
So then what you're saying is that because they told us it wasn't footsteps, why does it sound like they're walking away?
Yeah.
And that's a good question. Obviously, we're just like asking these things, not having been there ourselves. But that's also one to write down so that we can maybe ask Sam and Kobe after we finish watching every episode and have a discussion with them about it. Because that's like an actual good question as well. It's like, how is it that you're able to hear them like walk away and come back with the answers? Like, that sounds ridiculous, right?
Yeah. Like, how crazy would that be if, like, even though it's not footsteps, they're just like, oh, so if we do this, this is how we communicate with them. So when they leave a room, they go, okay.
That's the other explanation.
Yeah, which is like,
the
we want to let them
showing
know that
themselves
we're
walking.
actually, like, they told us to go ask for their names, so let's make sure that they know that we're leaving to go ask. And they just go,
Yeah.
which is, this is mental.
Taking one of your needs? Okay.
Frank.
Seems pretty legit. Hey, Mama.
Wait, so her dad passed away?
No, it's just her dad's name, but she never uses it.
The same shit that happened to Sam in the first episode, remember that?
So it seems like whoever comes into contact with these two, they just talk to like all their ancestors and shit. It's like the first thing that happens every time. Oh my god.
Fucking camera, dude, this is like... I hate that they put that there.
Why?
Because it just... It's intense. It's just fucking scary. It's element to what's happening. It's like, oh, by the way, remember, this place... No, here's a camera showing, like...
Take a note, though. You're going to see all of this in our next video. So we're going to look like the cards in Option A's.
If Option A is true, it's like the whole thing. Dude, when we meet Sam and Colby, we have to take a minute to distract them and go through their computer to find conjuringstepping.mp3.
I hate that, man. That guy outside. Even she looks blown away.
Bro, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for something to move.
Watching over you.
So he just seems to be some sort of like guardian, like he's watching over her. Nobody knows my mom's sick. Nobody, my dad does, he's always like, he knows my sick. This is so sweet to see.
Look at Sam, dude, looking at Colby.
The whole like watching over and I was in no different direction.
Yes, if you blow the medium away, who sees spirits?
Yeah, that's allegedly.
Imagine though being the medium, right? And like, let's assume that everything she sees is actually real.
Yeah.
And imagine like the world not understanding like what you do or like how it works, right?
Yeah.
And to finally have someone else that comes in and validate everything that you've been like told was not true and that you were a phony, and somebody validates what you do. It's like it's a big moment for her if what she does is like actually true.
She must be feeling so many emotions.
Yeah, she was blown away.
Watching over and honestly, that's all on that side. That's kind of where I'm thinking going. Figure it out.
Oh, that's creepy. Or is there like a ghost party happening in this house or something?
They touch hands, man. It's like Wonder Twin powers.
Is there a spirit here that's too
Here he comes!
They were just sitting in the lounge room. They're like, okay, Abigail, it's your turn.
Yeah. Walk up.
They have a green room. It's like a podcast, dude. Like, okay, you're pretty good at it, dude.
See. She's the amplifier and he's the world narrator. Secret admirer! He's got a crush. Nice. A booty call from beyond the grave. Nice. A booty call from beyond the grave, bro. Booty call.
Oh, she f***ed up.
This better live up to my expectations. Phenomenal! This pizza is delicious. This restaurant is a 5-star establishment. Undeniably the best pizza that exists.
I love this game. Let's go see. The cutscene's scary.
He wants to leave. Oh, it's someone in the basement who wanted to leave.
Yeah. Right, we did. Yeah, we were talking about the door and he kept saying like
Underneath. I'm in the back door. Open the door.
Like I want out.
And he said that he died.
Yeah, there was they talked about the war. I think the one we spoke to was a Native American spirit. But then when we came back, it felt like there was a different thing there.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's crazy. We had the same experience.
Lucky, is that you?
I'm under.
Underwear, Lucky.
Perfect.
We're not going to do that.
I guess we'll be.
Oh, shit. Oh, dude. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Leave. What the?
We have to go back.
Josh, shut the f up. Do not say that. I don't want to go back there, dude.
You know what gets me about this Conjuring series is the first I've ever watched Sam and Colby's channel. So the fact that we've had the same experiences with the people in the spirit saying the same things means the spirit box thing works.
Dude, I'm so excited.
It means that they communicate in whatever means they can to get their message across because they just won't be heard. That's what it sounds like to me. And the fact that they're talking about that and we experience the same thing in the fucking basement.
They're saying the same.
Do you know what this means though? It's like every place we've been to and done that experiment has been real.
Everything we've ever heard.
So the little kid in the asylum was actually real.
This is making me so excited for all other ghost shit that we do.
Yeah, let's definitely jump there.
I also feel like their reactions are too would be added in post. You know what I'm saying? It's all happening in real time. Yeah, it's too good to be added in post.
Don't get me wrong, where I'm like saying like, you know, this sets it off. I'm looking for shit to tear this apart. You know what I mean? There's still too much stuff, like specifically our chat with Sam and Colby, that was very convincing. I just don't know what to thing.
Big things take in,
Yeah.
He said that there are Native American spirits out there, people that live in the
What? That is literally a lucky. Yeah.
Are you Native American?
That's literally we talked about when we went was Native American.
Bro, that's not the shit that we talked about. That's the shit we talked about.
Yeah, that was when I was wearing the headphones, right?
I got chills when
Was
she
that
said
the
that.
basement, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Lucky was in the basement. Bro, if she says Lucky, I'm done.
Could you imagine if she spells out as
I'm putting all my chips on black, baby. Say the word Lucky. Let's go.
Okay, so they're talking about the woods here.
Not spirit specifically. It was Native Americans that told us to go.
Yeah. They're talking about like some of these spirits can't come into the house, and they're saying that like out in the woods, in this other realm that they're in, like it's like there's other shit out there, like elemental spirits and stuff that shouldn't be worked with.
You said they can come into the house.
There was some saying they can't get out, and then some saying they can't come in.
Oh, this is strange, man.
And the back door was nailed shut, and they wanted us to open it.
Yeah. They told us environment.
The one that's nailed shut. You ready?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Hold on. This hasn't happened in the video yet, but I've seen it. They say that in the basement or outside as well, there are spirits who are tricksters. They want you to do shit. That they're trying to trick you.
Certain shit like opening things that shouldn't be open. That's crazy. Abigail's a homie.
I think I'm more impressed with the spirit box than most.
Yeah, me too.
You know, it comes to other people. She kind of does her own thing, so it's interesting that she wants to talk to you guys.
She's tired.
Yeah, so you know how I was telling you about the picture boxes? The magic picture boxes?
Explaining YouTube.
Okay.
Magic picture boxes. That's awesome, because that's you're explaining to a ghost from a different era what your phone is and what YouTube is.
Honestly, that's
big
a really
pictures.
good one.
That's the truth, Bob. For me, you have to explain concepts and things that like they've never seen.
So thank you.
You guys want to go on YouTube? That chasing goes. This is my performances. Are you shitting me, dude?
Where's my AdSense?
She's doing a happy dance.
Literally cuts out the moment.
No fucking way.
That's a good question.
That she sees a big light go up in the air. That's what she said she sees.
These are the questions I was interested in. Yeah.
They're like a lighthouse.
That's wild, man. That's cool.
It's crazy, right?
It's so. I'm glad they're asking some of the harder hitting questions, like why you two.
She's not tired, Abigail. It's totally fine if you want to do this. But I'm curious if she can
touch one step.
That dog starts. That dog starts going off. What the roll? Really upsetting to watch. I'm not gonna lie, it's really starting to pull my head.
God, you would make me fucking buy this porno, like. No, narrator, don't do it, dude. I've already tried, and it was a horrifying experience, dude.
No,
Your brain will not. Don't do it. Narrator, don't. Narrator, stop.
Is there rules? Okay, the spirits doesn't. It's literally what we asked in the last episode. How is it that this thing is. The afterlife is nice.
She heard Abigail say that, and she wrote it down before the response came through. Molly, you just rolled your eyes, dude.
No, I
You just
didn't.
rolled
I
your
didn't.
eyes,
I
dude.
didn't. I looked at the camera with a smile because I'm like.
No, you rolled your eyes. Why did you roll your eyes? I'm just curious.
I didn't. I didn't.
Does this mean that like you don't even need these two, like the medium? She's pretty much got it on the head every time. Almost,
Well,
right?
but which one is more believable to you? Which one has converted you to believe that option B is real?
It's obviously up.
Right.
I'm using them as a point of reference for proof now.
We felt quiet after doing the.
After the Estes method, I felt fucking drained.
So did I.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Literally like you're channeling something.
Look, it's like the lights are pointing at each of them. Look at that.
No, you're not. No, you're not a superhero.
We do some things like reporters, K2s, but nothing like this. It's so cool to see other
I'm still. My problem is I'm still like on the fence. You know what I'm saying? Like, and every time I watch this shit, I fucking gradually am like torn between.
It just can't be true.
It's something so hard to believe. It's something that is extremely hard to believe.
It's so hard to believe, but also like the content creator side of me is like, man, it's so easy to like import the footage and put sound effects in. But then also talking to Sam and Colby directly, you know, like they believe it so much that.
But also seeing like everything happen in real time and their reactions to the sounds. It's hard to put those sounds in and
like you're watching the video and there's no cut.
Yeah.
It's not like when Colby asks a question, they cut the video because he had to say, all right, react like this. It's so raw.
Exactly.
And they're reacting in real time.
When you start faking stuff, like they bring in more and more people in, and it just like it expands the amount.
The only way I feel like you could do this legit and fake it is if they rehearsed it, like.
It's if it was rehearsed and everybody is an incredible actor because it's so
and they knew their lines, like, okay, we have to react this way,
which is highly unlikely.
Yeah, that's the only way. It's like if you're gonna do it all in raw footage, you'd have to rehearse the fuck out of it.
No, you could have your Sam there standing with a piece of paper with the sentence
because he's off camera.
He's holding the camera.
Yeah, but then the camera pans to him. I'm just saying, like, as they react, it pans to him, and he's like, yeah.
I'm just saying it can easily be done. It's not like they have to remember a lot of lines. I'm not saying that it's fake. I'm just throwing my thing out there, you know.
Other theory, they have a production team of 50 people downstairs in a shed and everyone's wearing earpieces.
You don't need that.
I know, but
you can easily do it.
This is interesting for the audience because we're obviously also coming from a perspective where we do this and we know the stuff that it takes to edit this, and trying to come at it from a different angle of like, how could we recreate this knowing what we know about like editing and YouTube and filming and all that shit. But the more I try to recreate it in my head, it's like way too much to try and make it perfect.
I guess the only way you'd be able to do it is if you hit up Sam Covey or like show us the Adobe timeline, the Premiere Pro edit. Show us the timeline.
Oh yeah, obviously, but they could just render out a different thing.
Yeah. So it's bizarre. It's really, it's like if you're coming at it from a content creator point of view, it's very hard to try and understand how they did it.
It's super easy. How is it hard to? There's nothing physical. It's not like they're like move that rock and then the rock in the middle of the field moves. It's audio.
It's audio, but the reactions are so like if you're adding the sounds in post.
That's what makes it believable.
If that's what I'm talking about. There's reactions to things that are happening in real time that if those things weren't happening in real time and you're adding them in post, how are you like telling them to react to those sounds and things that are happening?
Them could be giving like there could be someone off of camera making signals, non-auditory ones, lighter auditory ones. You can wear things on you that vibrate.
Yeah.
You know? There's a million ways that you could recreate it. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just throwing all angles out there. It's a very, very easy thing to do.
Yeah, you're coming at it from a very technical standpoint, even though there have been crossover things that happened to us that they couldn't have known about, that we couldn't have known about because we've never seen any of their videos.
That's true. That's the big thing that's messing with my head.
Yeah. I'm still in very. I had a really big fucking yummy wave of relief. No, but I'm serious because there, especially when I was younger, there was a lot that I was dealing with as far as like me not knowing about the afterlife or like me being scared dying one day. You know, I would know that be my shower thoughts that sucked. Yeah, and the fact that they were like, if this is real, if we're just option B, it is. And they go, how is the afterlife? And they say good. It's like,
yeah, I'm pumped about the afterlife.
I hate this shit.
Something immediately ran to the left. They weren't even on the floor. It was up where that window is. Kind of short. Just they get shot. Like started away. The ground that wasn't on the ground. It was on that metal or on that stone.
Imagine like flicking, like to have like a ghost camera and flicking over and just seeing like these rooms filled with people, like dead people. Yeah, if you don't know what Beelzebub is, as they're calling it, that's not like.
Requires 11 the same thing. It's a lot of maturing process.
We never did it right though.
That's exactly what happened to us.
We use that.
I hate that little thing. That went up in the basement too.
Oh, wait, go back! It just got back. Hold on.
Oh, that's gnarly.
How fucking crazy is that, bro?
That's what I'm talking about, man. Get some, like, that was on camera.
It's almost like something falling you in that cabinet.
Very strange how the cabinet opens as soon as Colby moves his hands.
No,
that's bro. Come on.
You got it.
What do you think is a fucking Jedi?
Yeah.
I've been saying basements or it's coming
The upstairs camera turned off. That's crazy.
Who caught you?
Okay, so we've been doing the Estes method.
What?
We've done the Estes method wrong because you're supposed to deprive yourself of all senses.
It probably just helps. I mean, we're still. I was closing my eyes. Juicy was closing his eyes as well.
And also for the top floor and the middle floor, we also had the lights. It was pitch black, so there was nothing we couldn't see anything.
Yeah, that's true.
It still helps because like seeing the lights flashing from equipment and shit like that is kind of distracting.
Yeah, I think the only reason it doesn't mean it's not going to work. Like it's a ritual. It's just supposed to just like totally make your mind free, so you're not picking up on any cues of what people are saying.
Right.
Which is why when I did it, I shut my eyes, so I wouldn't have. I couldn't hear lips or anything like that. Alright, so I think we're pretty much still good. I was gonna say, we still got full sentences and conversation.
Paula, I will try.
Follow. That's what they said to us. That's exactly what they said to us in the basement. This is getting weird. This is weird for us to watch.
It is weird having the experience, right? I thought you were done with that experience, dude, and I feel like I'm getting chicken skin right now. Just like, oh. No, it's I'm on
Are you under the table?
Anything, because it's not like it just says stuff, it is blasting static in your ears.
Yeah. I swear to God it just said youtube.com.
Take them off. Take them off. I swear to God. You know what just happened?
It said YouTube and then it flashed and it said .com.
Up here, that exact one, Conjuring House one, I don't know how hard that is to set it off.
Oh yes, these are the same instruments that we use, that they have for fire. Oh right, yeah, it's these instruments that they're using.
It's impossible to set that thing off without something spinning around.
Go up into that room with our friend by motioning at that wall right there that you create.
like we get told to go to the woods, they get told to go to the woods. Imagine we actually go to the woods and there's like a dead body or some shit just sitting there.
Well, there's plenty of dead bodies in there.
You know what I mean? Like, if you, I don't know, if there's actually something bad. Crazy, man.
Yeah. I want to do it. I want to do this method in the woods.
Shut up, don't do that. Look how crazy it's going, man.
Hey. So, okay, hold on a second. Hold the fuck up. The music box goes off at whatever it's pointing, and it's pointing at the other equipment. It's also detecting something. So you got two pieces of equipment going off at once?
1, 2, 3. 4, 2.
Start to walk the basement. Sound weird.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like right. It's here.
That's perfect. That's exactly like if you move in a circle.
You can't manipulate these instruments either. They're very simple. Yeah. The only way you can manipulate it is if you're standing in front of it or moving your hand around it.
These things are literally like, you look underneath them, they're just wires and a battery.
Yeah, with sensors. Oh, they went to the woods.
Wow, that thing's all insurance, purgatory, your house is all.
We didn't go that far, no.
No, we're not.
We explored someone else's property, which is why we didn't go in the woods.
That we're going to, I'm sure someone listening in the woods.
So it was very late by the time we went to the woods. There to spend the night.
You okay? You okay?
Grab my leg.
Grab your leg.
No, like, it was like a, like, oh, I just got chills, dude. It was like something brushed up against the ears of my leg.
Serious?
Turning on my...
Who are you gonna call? Chico
Don't forget that if option B is true, Jesus doesn't exist. I'm sorry, dude.
Jesus doesn't exist.
Look, man, I don't know if you can see, like, the chicken skin on my legs right now, dude.
But I can actually I'm about to say, I can see that boys.store.
Dude, that, okay, that... Alright, whatever, we should keep watching. I got my Jesus candle.
Days In makes every winning on the game more epic, and with the rewards members score big time.
Staying in the woods, that's
More to say than not. That while we're getting counter this place.
God, I'm getting chills, man.
Two cameras tonight. We have one night vision. We're gonna put on the trail, and we're gonna do a investigation with the Alice box right here by our campsite.
If something is right here that wants to talk to us, we have a device that allows you to talk to us over here by the campsite.
Please follow us over here. Thank you.
So you've never seen one of these before, right?
No, you don't have to give me the rundown.
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy. It's in a different spot every time. It's not the same color motion.
Just like an obelisk. Shall we begin?
Shall we begin?
I've seen these before. I really like these things.
Speaks words?
It actually speaks to you, right? And in case you guys missed it, when they were using the Estes method, one of the things that came through the box was Alice. And this is called the Alice method.
Molly, we actually had one of these when we did the video with Chad, except it did text.
Oh, yeah, I remember, yeah. Do run.
Do wrong. What does that mean?
No, it's like run, bro. It says do run.
Shall we begin?
Solid.
Solid. Oh my god.